Hi guys, welcome to 365 days of mindfulness tips and quotes. Day 41. Tip. Expect ups and downs. Don't get discouraged. Instead, try building up your momentum back. Quote. Life is full of ups and downs. The trick is to enjoy the ups and have the courage during the downs. Let's look into the motivational quotes to hustle harder and become a better. Hate it or love it, the right motivation quote can inspire you to take action. The other day, I was just sitting there staring at a blank page, dragging my feet, procrastinating, lacking motivation. It's normal to experience dips in motivation, to want to procrastinate instead of deal with the mountain of work that lies ahead. But at the end of the day, entrepreneurs know that you have to push past those feelings and force yourself to do what's at the times difficult. To help reset myself in these moments, I compile this list of all my favorite motivational quotes as a reminder of why I am here, what fuels my hustle, and just how short this life really is. We are not here forever, people, and sometimes I need a shot of adrenaline to kick my ass into the higher gear. A bucket of cold water poured straight on my head, a nice hard slap across the face, a reality check. If you are going to make your side hustle a reality, you need to commit to identify when you are procrastinating, wasting time, avoiding the difficult task you should be doing. You have to push aside your feelings of doubt, self-pity, and go after what you want with a single-minded focus. That's real hustle. There's a sacrifice, hard work, and a lot of hustling ahead. So let's get inspired, get off your ass, start the day, pitch your service to that dream, validate your idea for a startup, create your own success, and get shit done. Let's see the motivational quotes to get you pumped up and driven. These motivational quotes are perfect for getting into the right mindset for thinking big, accomplishing your most meaningful goals, and refocusing on the larger picture of why you committed to this hustle in the first place. Number 1. Good things happen to those who hustle. Good thing doesn't fall into your lap, and though there are no use waiting around and hoping they will. Want to start a side hustle? Stop thinking and talking about it. Get started today. Good things will happen when you work hard for them and position yourself to identify which opportunities you can take advantage. This motivational quote from Anis Nin, a prolific essayist and author during the early to mid 1900s, lives on the wall right above my desk. That's motivation. Good things happen to those who hustle. Number 2. The dream is free. The hustle is sold separately. Unknown. The dream is free. Hustle is sold separately. It doesn't cost you anything to dream, time, money, or hard work. Hustle, on the other hand, costs all of that. This motivation quote serves as a constant reminder to get my ass out of bed when my alarm goes off at 4:30 a.m. and it's time to get to the work. No matter what time of day you work on your side hustle, you're going to be tired. Deal with it. Hustle through the difficulties. The dream is free. The hustle is sold separately. Number 3. I am a deliberate and afraid of nothing. Audre Lorde. The meaning of this motivational quote adapts a deliberate mindset and don't be afraid to take chances. I am deliberate and afraid of nothing. The motivation quote is a reminder that if you want to be successful, you will need to work like your lifestyle depends on it. Number 4. I began to realize how important it was to be an enthusiast in my life. He taught me that if you are interested in something, no matter what it is, go at it full speed ahead. Embrace it with both arms, hug it, love it, and above all, become passionate about it. Lukewarm is no good. Hot is not good either. White heart and passionate is the only thing to be rolled dull. Remembering that you are going to die in the is the best way I know to avoid the trap of thinking you have something to lose. You are already naked. There is no reason not to follow your heart. Steve Jobs. It's a bit nihilistic, but it's also pretty damn motivating. What do you really have to lose in this life? Failure is in business won't kill you, and you will be able to get back into the game if you have the drive. Pick up yourself and hustle again. This motivation quote for the late great Steve Jobs is high on my list of motivating messages that recenter me when I get sidetracked worrying about what people will think of new projects I launch. You have nothing to lose. You are already naked. There is no reason not to follow your heart. Number 6. You can't use my creativity. The more you use, the more you have. The best way to get your side hustle moving is to flex those creative muscles. You can't use my creativity. The more you use, the more you have. Maya Angelou. Use this motivational quote from the great Maya Angelou as a motivation to create every single day, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant. The act of exercising your creative muscles will help you perfect your craft and become even better. Number 7. I always did something I was a little not ready to do. I think that's how you grow. When there is the moment of, wow, I am not really sure I can do this, and you push through those moments, that's when you have a breakthrough. Marisa Mayer. Never stop challenging yourself. The day you do, you are failing behind. The message of this motivation quote is that there may not be a perfect moment to take your chance, but you have to take it anyway. This applies in all facets of life, from learning how to promote your blog and taking chances on the strategy that could grow your blog to new heights, all the way through the sending that blogger outreach email that could be a trapping point to starting a transformative relationship for your business. Number 8. Never let go of that fiery sadness called desire. Patti Smith. If you lose your ambition, you have lost the drive to succeed. Keep that desire to be something greater burning inside of you and bookmark this motivation quote. It will get you through the tough times that lie ahead. Number 9. Challenges are gifts that force us to search for a new center of gravity. Don't fight them. Just find a new way to stand. Oprah Winfrey. If you feel like your hustle is hitting a roadblock, reframe it. It's readjusting its center of gravity. This motivation quote is inspiring to constantly adapt in the face of challenges. Anytime you feel procrastination creeping in, try to be aware of that and treat it like a plague. Stop procrastinating the moment you realize you are doing it and find a reward for completion of the milestone. Tape this motivational quote to the wall above your computer. Challenges are gifts that force us to search for a new center of gravity. Number 10. What would you do if you weren't afraid? Sheryl Sandberg. What you do if you weren't afraid? If truly nothing was stopping you, nothing in your way, nothing to be afraid of, what would you do? This motivational quote is inspiration to do exactly that. Right now, what are you waiting for? Should you quit your job to pursue a side project that's gaining momentum? Well, maybe. You tell me what you are afraid of. Number 11. It is not true that people stop pursuing dreams because they grow old. They grow old because they stop pursuing dreams. Gabriel Garcia. Your passion for your dream will keep you young and invigorated. This motivation quote is a reminder not to fall into the trap of contentment, laziness, or stagnation. Find a business idea that help you achieve your most meaningful goals in your life and keep pushing towards it until Number 12. I don't count my sit-ups. I only start counting when it starts hurting because they are the only ones that count. Muhammad Ali. Going through the routine isn't going enough, and more importantly, it's not going to keep pushing you to grow. This motivational quote is a reminder that the only way to get to the zone where you are growing and pushing the limits is to continue to push yourself beyond your comfort zone. Number 13. 1. Remember to look up at the stars and not down at your feet. 2. Never give up work. Work gives you meaning and purpose, and life is empty without it. 3. If you are lucky enough to find love, remember it is there and don't throw it away. Stephen Hawking. The meaning of life, according to the big guy himself, dream, work, and love. Don't ask for much more than that. This motivational quote is inspiration for us to chase only those pursuits which are worthy of our time in life. Number 14. Innovation distinguishes between a leader and a follower. Steve Jobs. Keep asking yourself that as you pursue your work, and use this motivational quote to push yourself in the right direction and strive to be a leader. Innovation distinguishes between a leader and a follower. Number 15. I have not failed, I have just found 10,000 ways that won't work. Thomas Edison. No one has ever done anything important perfectly on the first try. Failing once or even dozen of times should never mean failing forever. When I fail with a big project, don't land a new client I have been pitching and deliver on the result I was expecting, or get down about a cold email that went unanswered. I always limit the amount of time I allow for being discouraged to no more than an afternoon. After that, it's time to dust myself off, figure out where I went wrong, and start hustling again. This motivational quote is a constant reminder for me. Number 16. Do not go where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. Ralph Waldo Emerson. It's easier to follow established career path and societally acceptable professions, but that's not going to make you the happiest version of yourself. Then it's your responsibility to deviate from the path. Welcome to the entrepreneurship. Leaders carve out their own path instead of following the masses. Use this motivational quote as a reminder that it's up to you to inspire others to follow you. You can't expect people to flock to your cause. Give them a compelling reason that they won't be able to ignore you any longer. Number 17. You gotta run more than you mouth to escape the treadmill of mediocrity. A true hustler jogs during the day and sleepwalks at night. Gerard Kings. Basically, put your money where your mouth is. Don't just tell everyone about that great idea of yours. Those dreams of owning your own business. Use the motivational quote as a reminder to actually make daily progress towards bringing it to life. Learn the skill you have never to excel. Take the right online business course to level up your game. Network with the right people. Find mentors. Don't make excuses. Hustle hard. Number 18. Lift up the weak, inspire the ignorant, rescue the failures, encourage the deprived, live to give. Don't only hustle for survival, go and settle for revival. Israel More Ivor. If you are doing what you do for just you, you are probably doing it wrong. Strive to do better, give back, and inspire others. This motivational quote is a reminder that there is a plenty of room for generosity in the hustle, and when you do pay it forward, the benefit you will experience come back tenfold. Lift up the weak, inspire the ignorant, rescue the failures, live to give. Number 19. Hustle and until you no longer need to introduce yourself. No one asks Bill Gates who he is. Use this motivational quote as your inspiration to achieve greatness. Remind yourself of that, and you can't lose in the long run. Number 20. Things work out best for those who make the best of how things work out. John Wood. Success almost never comes in a neat package. This motivational quote will remind you to make the best of what you have and what happens even if you fail. Number 21. If you are not willing to risk the usual, you will have to settle for the ordinary. Jim Rohn. Mediocre is easy. It takes work to become truly great. Learn to love the hustle. If you want mediocrity, invest in a low risk, low return lifestyle. You want to fulfill your dreams as an entrepreneur, you are going to have to hustle a lot. Save this motivation quote as a background on your phone so it serves as a constant reminder of what you are here on this planet to do. This quote stays top of mind for me when I am revisiting my blog business plan to set my site a little high each quarter. Number 22. Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They are not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the one thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things, they push the human race forward, and while some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. Steve Jobs. Be crazy enough to think you can change the world. Use this motivational quote as a way to channel your motivation in a way that pushes you far outside of the box. Number 23. Fuck you, pay me. Ray Liotta. This motivation quote is a constant reminder to value your work and your time. Demand that others value that too. 24. You can't have $1 million dream with a minimum wage work ethics. Stephen C. Hogan. This motivational quote represents a common theme here. Don't expect big returns if you're not making big investments. The purpose of this motivational quote: it's going to take hard work and consistent investment to reach the top of your mountain. Keep in mind, those investments can come in the form of your own education too. If you need to learn how to pitch your idea better, then find a mentor, take a class, attend workshop, practice your freelance proposal on friends and family until it exudes confidence. It's your time investment in this case that will help you level up in your business. Number 25. I will tell you the secret to the getting rich on Wall Street. You try to be a greedy when others are fearful, and you try to be a fearful when others are greedy. Warren Buffett. Stand out in the crowd, push your limits, and go left when others go right. This motivational quote is a reminder that by zigging when others zag, you can capitalize on the gaps that other people are missing, and it's common business advice from the world top entrepreneurs as well as garnering widespread support throughout most of the best business works today. Number 26. What we really want to do is what we are really meant to do. When we do what we are meant to do, money comes to us, doors open for us, we feel useful, and the work we do feels like a play to us. Julia Cameron. This motivation quote from a writer, Julia Cameron, is a reminder to chase what we love doing and to follow that relentlessly. Number 27. It's not the employer who pays the wages, the employer only handles the money. It's the customer who pays the wages. Henry Ford. Never forget that you are providing value to your customers, not just the employer who hired you. This motivational quote should serve as a reminder that no matter your business, you are always serving real people at the end of the day. Number 28. If you don't value your time, neither will others. Stop giving away your time and talents. Value what you know and start charging for it. Kim Gust. Your money will come from knowing what you are worth and depending on to be paid. Keep this motivation quote top of your mind and you will never veer from the right path. While it's okay taking on a few heavily discount or free project as you build your portfolio for your freelance business, this motivational quote is a reminder that you won't get very far going things just for exposure, especially in the world of freelancing or without having the best freelance contract in place for that matters. Number 29. Fortune sides with him who does. Virgil. Adapting with one to the modern times, I am a bigger fan of fortune sides with those who dare. But you get the picture. Use this motivational quote as inspiration to take a risk and stand out from the crowd. To me, the core message of this motivation quote is that if you are brave enough, you will be one of the only people pushing in a new direction, and if you are onto something, it could lead to success. Take the chance. Step up your hustle and fortune will be on your side. Number 30. Don't tell me where your priorities are. Show me where you spend your money and I will tell you what you are. James W. Frank. You might talk a big game about prioritizing your business, but if you are spending 50% of your budget on stuff you don't need, that speaks louder than words. Align your budget with what you want your priorities to be. That's the secret to truly getting where you want to go. Well, achieving your goal takes sacrifice, of course, but I had argue that most meaningful goals worthy of achieving in life should require sacrifice. Otherwise, they won't be meaningful. If you want to build a flexible career for yourself, landing some of the best work from home job, that's going to take time, effort, convictions, persistence, sure, but in time and financial investment it will take to achieve your goals. Number 31. Time is more valuable than money. You can get more money, but you can't get more time. Jim Rohn. Value your time more than your money because your time is a finite resource. Use this motivational quote as a reminder not to make the mistake of spending a lot of time doing something yourself that would cost only a little bit to delegate to someone else. Manage your opportunities wisely. Number 32. Expect the best, prepare for the worst, capitalize on what comes. Zig Ziglar. Hustling is all about staying balanced, especially if you are growing your side hustle while keeping your day job with hopes of eventually taking your own business full time. This motivation quote is a reminder that you can dream big, still have a backup plan, but always stay focused on making the most of that what crosses your path. Number 33. The person who doesn't know where his next dollar is coming from usually doesn't know where his last dollar went. Don't lose track of your income and expenses. That's what will sustain you and help you plan for the future. If you don't know exactly what's happening to your bank account, you don't have a good handle on your business. Use this motivational quote as a reminder to stay on top of your finances. Because when you don't, the outcome won't be good. 34. I don't pay good wages because I have a lot of money. I have a lot of money because I pay good wages. Robert Bosch. Paying people the minimum is the best way to make a profit in the short run, but paying people what they deserve is the best way to make a profit in the long run. This motivational quote is a reminder to keep an eye on loyalty and to reward good work. Those two are just as important to your bottom line. Number 35. The longer you are not taking action, the more money you are losing. Carrie Wilson. That time you are spending stagnating at your day job is time you spend fueling your dream. This motivation quote is another reminder not to let the day slip by without taking positive action to improve your state. Hustle, hustle, hustle. Number 36. Never depend on single income. Make investments to create a sound source. Warren Buffett. Having one plan is a surefire way to have your plan fail. Always have backups. This applies to income too. Don't rely on one source. This motivational quote from Warren Buffett is a reminder of why having a side hustle is no longer an option for people in our generation. Number 37. To acquire money requires valor. To keep money requires prudence, and to spend money well is an art. Berthold Orbach. Take risk to make money, practice patience to keep money, and spend that money wisely and deliberately. In that way, you are never a slave to your money, but you can always make it work for you. This motivation quote reminds me to think twice before spending the money I work so hard to generate for my businesses. 38. The more you learn, the more you earn. Warren Buffett. You are the most valuable investment, so invest yourself. This motivation quote should be a reminder that you can never stop growing and gaining knowledge, because that's what will drive your life forward. Number 39. The trouble for most people is they don't decide to get wealthy, they just dream about. Michael Masters. Like we said earlier, dreaming is free and accomplishes nothing. Put your dream into your motion and see what happens with this motivation quote driving you forward. Number 40. The money you attract is the exact measure of value of the ideas you have succeeded in externalizing. Elizabeth Tho. This motivation quote is a deep and extremely insight. Soak in for a moment. If you feel like you are not charging what you worth, you are leaving money on a table, your real challenge is learning how to better sell yourself. Communicate the value you have to deliver. If you are not delivering enough value, hustle to figure out how. Focus on creating something of value, and the money you will make tell you how valuable others find it. Number 41. All my life I knew that there was all the money you could want out there. All you have to do is go after it. Carlson. The only thing that is separating you and the wealth you want to acquire is what you are willing to do to get it. This motivational quote is a reminder for me every single day. Nothing comes easily, but if you are willing to grind your way towards your goal and do whatever it takes to get there, you can make anything happen. 42. It's simple arithmetic. Your income can grow only to the extent that you do. T. Harv Eker. If you stagnate, your business will stagnate. If you're lazy, your side hustle will suffer. This motivational quote keeps me in check that I will need to be always push forward and see how far I can grow myself if I hope to grow my income too. Thank you guys for listening. We will continue the more motivational quotes in next video. We will see you in next video. Until then, thank you. Bye bye.